Hey everybody, Want to Wisdom here, back for part 11 of our Skylanders Giant Spline playthrough. Kind of had like the first 4 or 5 videos just kind of meandering about, getting the first 2 chapters done and trying to cover some of the miscellaneous stuff. That said, what we've started in on now is kind of introducing the characters, doing their heroics, kind of showcasing what upgrades they have in the future. Just did Swarm. We're going to come in now and actually do Tree Rex, another giant force. So we will pull Swarm. Come in, grab our trusty old Tree Rex here. Okay, I'm actually kind of a fan of Tree Rex. I know a lot of people, aren't right off the bat. I think he'll kind of grow on you. That said, since I have been using him in the game, he is up to level 3. He has a little cache in the, little hat we got in Chapter 1. We'll cut Flynn off again. Come in, take a look at his stats. Max health is 526. His speed would be 18, but I've got there maybe 20. I'm not quite sure. I don't wear hats very often, but +2 is what the hat's giving us. Armor 24, critical hit 40, elemental power 32. Guess that's probably, we've got Shroom Boom in the mix. No heroics just yet. That's fixing to change. Take a look now at his upgrades. Primary attack, Shockwave Slam. Press A to slam the ground with massive fists, causing shockwaves. B, Sequoia Stampede. Press and hold B to charge through enemies and obstacles. Again, I know I've kind of covered it, but not exactly in this format. I think this will work a lot better for you. His tertiary attack is Photosynthesis Cannon. Press Z to harness the power of the sun and shoot light beams. That's actually, of course, what's going to be lit up on the portal. Again, let me mention this. On the portal, his eyes light up blue, and the photosynthesis cannon, which is actually kind of that red cuffed fist you see in the pictures, it lights up green. Looks very cool. You can actually see the black of his eye when it lights up blue. But this looks like a pretty sweet tertiary power. You'll actually kind of have Brawl, your kind of dash attack, and then that right off the bat. That's a very nice combination. That said, Big Thorn Shockwave Slam. Press and hold A for a bigger, more powerful Shockwave Slam. Kind of reminiscent of Stump Smash there. Super Stampede, that's going to be his first upgrade for the charge attack. Sequoia Stampede attack does increase damage. Looks like he's double fisting it there, if I'm not mistaken. Tree Folk Triple Shot. Photosynthesis Cannon fires triple burst shots. I have to say, he's looking like he's going to be a pretty awesome character. I know a lot of people were hating on him. I don't know, it's just because he was included in the starter pack or something, but nonetheless, I think just this base stuff, he seems pretty sweet. We are now transitioning from his base upgrades to where you will pick a path. Looks like this will be his primary attack upgrade, if you will. Titanic Elbow Drop. Press A while charging to perform one serious elbow drop move. Light-footed. Charge longer and faster, doing more damage in the process. Obviously, now we know that I was wrong. This isn't the primary upgrade path. This will be the secondary. But that's how it goes. I never understood why they put that above. Seems like you'd have A above B, but whatever. Ultimate Stampede. Sequoia Stampede attack does maximum damage. Going down to what is, of course, then his primary attack. Supercharged Vaporizer. Hold Z to charge up the photosynthesis cannon for more damage. Sun Skewer. Photosynthesis cannon blasts through enemies and explodes for more damage. And then the Pod Maker. Vaporized enemies turn into exploding plant pods. So obviously, what we know here is that I was wrong again. His upgrade pass, the top one, beginning with Titanic Elbow Drop, is actually an upgrade of his B attack, if you will. And then this bottom path, instead of upgrading, like the fists, it's going to actually upgrade the tertiary attack, which I think looks pretty freaking awesome. That said, his soul gem is Woodpecker Pal. A woodpecker buddy joins Tree Rex in battle. Soul gem is in Molken Mountain. first off, Molten Mountain, you know, that's obviously kind of a carryover Molten Mine, you know. Similarly, that's kind of a cool deal, you know. I don't want to liken it like to Double Trouble or Sonic Boom, but it's kind of, in my opinion, more like a Sparks the Dragonfly. It'll remain to be seen, you know, what kind of damage the woodpecker will deal, etc. But overall, I think it looks like he's a pretty solid-looking character. I am probably going to go with upgrading his photosynthesis cannon. I could just see, with the giants, close range, at least here early in the game, they're just so brutal as is. Having something with a little bit of a projectile attack, I think, would be the way to go. That said, the top path looks cool too. Thing is, I've got 2 tree rexes from the 2 starter packs, so I'll probably wind up doing both. But I think, at least initially, granted, you know, once I've upgraded him and kind of see how things go, you might change your mind. But just knowing nothing more than A and B, I think I'm going to go with the photosynthesis cannon. That said, we'll pack out of here. Obviously, he looks pretty dadgum cool. You can kind of see the left fist, or I guess it's his right fist, since we're backwards there. It has the photosynthesis cannon. That's the gloved hand, if you will. Here is his fist punch, A. Just pounds the ground and then sends the shock waves, like they said. And then the dash attack, B. No, you can't see that. I just want to plow through it. You sort of see it from an angle there. I'll charge now this direction. Again, you can't hold it too long. What's cool about that is he gets some much needed speed right off the bat. We'll go ahead now and talk to Kelly.
Ready for more training? Alright, let's do it.
Alright, so we will take on his heroic challenge here as soon as we find it. Scroll over, I think it's Sabrina. Yeah. Sabrina, Sabrina. Save the Gecko chorus and their king. This should be interesting. +4 speed, actually. That'll be cool. We've got another speed challenge here right off the bat. So let's go ahead and get started and hope the Gecko chorus isn't too annoying.
Wow, where to even begin?
Yeah.
Okay, this particular plot of land was purchased by an evil sorceress, Sabrina.
Wow.
Turns out it was already inhabited by the Gecko chorus. And these guys like to sing constantly to their capybara king. I know, it's crazy, but keep following me here. All the singing drove Sabrina nuts, so she summoned a bunch of creeps to lock up the geckos and their king. If you can rescue them all, I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Nobody should be locked up for singing, not even the Gecko chorus.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
It seems like a pretty complex challenge. We've got 3.5 minutes. My issue is just going to be trying to figure out which way to go here at the start. Okay, so there's apparently 5 of them we've got to rescue. And sadly, we have to listen to them. It's probably one of those deals. I don't know much about Sabrina, but I think I would agree with her. That said, I'm quite sure where we're supposed to go. Oh, okay, I didn't even see that wall. We're off to a great start. It's one of those deals, since you can't really see ahead, it makes it very complicated. Well, that's a new guy. Okay. There's our second one. Again, this is kind of like with Hex's challenge, you know, where you have to lower all the gates when you do something well. Issue here is going to be like learning the lay of the land type deal. I'm assuming when we see one of those guys, we're probably close to you know, where we want to be. I guess I should go up here first. There's probably something we need to do. You know, now that I see it, I wonder if we shouldn't have just gone the other way. Guess we're going to now. I was gonna avoid that guy. Okay. Yeah, so here's another chorus force.
You're halfway there.
I guess that's what would have been up this direction if we could have advanced. I don't even want to try and attempt to know what they're singing. Geez, it's just one of those deals trying to pick which way to go right off the bat. You almost have to get lucky.
Almost made it.
That said, you know, if we don't make it, we will have gotten really close, I think. Let's say it came out. Okay, so we've got a bomb here. Probably gonna need that. That said, you know, this is basically the same layout we saw with Fright Riders Challenge. Oh, we didn't need the bomb because we're giant. I don't know what I was thinking. And we may be headed for the king, actually, which would be a bad thing. I know the king is over there. Are there some up here? No, there's not. We'll go ahead and take them out just because they could be a problem later on.
1 minute remaining.
Well, this is great. This is going to be the issue, is just where the heck are they located at this point in time. I think this is the king right up there. Yeah, I know we need to rescue more. So maybe... oh yeah, there they are. This won't be too bad now. There we go.
Capybara King free.
Okay, so plenty of time here, and again, you know, despite being level 3, he has no upgrades or speed increases or anything. Okay,
Heroic challenge complete.
I don't know if that's like a charm deal they speak of, or what. Nonetheless, +4 speed, you know, that's not too bad of a challenge. Granted, it could be hard with some
Way to hang in there and
non-giants,
beat
just
that
getting through all
challenge.
those enemies.
Hope you like your reward.
No, we do not. Okay, it's actually just now 5:01 a.m., so I'm probably gonna have to call it a night here. That said, we you know, got quite a bit recorded tonight. Basically, another meandering video, and then introduction of the legendary triple pack, their heroics, you know, and then the rest of the new characters I've currently got. Still don't have Sprocket, Flashwing, or Hothead. Got Swarm done, Tree Rex. You know, kind of like I said, laying everything out, getting it all back in order, since the continuous gameplay, like we saw in chapters 1 and 2, has sort of come to a lull here. What I'll probably record next in part 12 is just most likely going to be like Crusher, Granite Crusher, Bouncer, Legendary Bouncer. You know, maybe some others. We'll just kind of see how it goes, but you know, I'm not going to... Basically, after this initial run, it'll kind of be a deal where, you know, maybe I'll play chapters 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then maybe I'll land Hothead or locate Sprocket or Flashwing type deal. So it'll kind of be done according to when I get them, just like we saw last time. You know, ideally I'd have all of them now. I'd introduce everybody new, and then we just play the game. Sadly, it doesn't work that way, so try to make the you know, best of it and put it in a decent order. That said, before we end this, I want to complete 3 more quests. Okay. We saw that deal. I wonder if it's a charm or something. Guess not. Arena challenges. I'm guessing that's something that'll come in game. I mean, I couldn't see how they'd make you do like multiplayer to get them. I really don't know at this point in time. But we saw that little deal. I thought maybe it counted towards this or the other stuff. The accolades. Add any non-starter pack Skylander. That one was kind of a blown deal. Add Spyro, Trigger Happy, and Gilgrunt to your collection. We'll get that one taken care of. Ambassador. Add at least one orange base of each elemental type to your collection. Did not know we had done that. Sergeant Major. Add 8 orange base Skylanders. Add 12 orange base Skylanders. Dun -dun. The rest of them kind of game related. Complete 20 heroic challenges with 1 sky. Okay, so that's carrying over, from other deals. Okay, so won't spend too much time there, but just kind of wanted to figure things out. But what do we have life-wise? Yeah. I guess I'll, maybe something I won't record, I guess I'll put all the Skylanders in the game and transfer them over, so we'll kind of, already have them in place and have their heroics, etc. Because obviously, guys like Shroom Boom that don't work and Spyro's Adventure, I'd like him to be able to do, Stealth Elf, Trigger Happy, Igniter, all the speed challenges, and by putting them in on this game, taking ownership, we can actually do that. That said, there's some Dino Ring, Ghost Roaster, Camo, the guys that don't get a Series 2 repos, that's basically the only way I guess you'd have access to their heroic challenges is to actually take one and then take ownership here. But nonetheless, I don't want to backtrack too much. When we got that deal from the King, it kind of seemed like something extra. I thought it might have shown up as a charm or something, but clearly that's something we'll figure out here later on. But nonetheless, introduced T-Rex here, looked at his base stats, took a look at his potential upgrade pass there, and then took out his heroic challenge, got it on our first time, which is a welcome change after doing Fright Rider and Swarm in the previous 2 videos. But that said, I think he's actually going to be a pretty dadgum cool character regardless of the path you take. As I'm sitting here talking at the computer, I see his photosynthesis cannon just glaring at me off of the portal. Kind of like a sign that's the path I need to take or something with him. But the Woodpecker, that actually seems cool too. Nonetheless, I think T-Rex is actually a very solid giant. I'm excited to kind of, get to play with him more, get some upgrades and cash, and sort of see how he performs and then pick a path. But nonetheless, that kind of wraps this up for the night. Like I said, it's really late. I've got to get to bed, get up in the morning. That's obviously, if I didn't have to do that, I could keep going. Even though the quality of the commentary and gameplay likely deteriorates as I get closer and closer to a zombie state. But nonetheless, I do that quite a bit. Things usually don't turn out too terribly bad. But I will quit rambling. Got T-Rex done. Just have a couple more introductions we'll probably take care of next time I record, which will hopefully be tomorrow. I'll actually try and get this stuff all edited and uploaded. That'll take a ton of time actually. Get 11 of them done. Currently have I think 1, 2, and 3 ready to go. Just haven't uploaded them for some reason. But I'll work on that. And hopefully get to introduce a few more, and then of course get back to the gameplay in Chapter 3. But anyway, questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog. For a much quicker response, just click the link in the top of the video description. It'll take you to the blog. I can generally get to that every night. If that won't work for you, just YouTube, I'll try and hit it as I can. And also, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. I'm on Google+. Again, thanks for watching. Hopefully this format, introducing one character at a time will work out well for you. And, again, I apologize about kind of interrupting, the playthrough, but like I said, I could be in the middle of Chapter 7 and 8, and, if I wind up picking up Hothead or finding him in a store, I'll want to get him unboxed and then of course introduce him to the gameplay so I can use him. And that's kind of what I did last time. The way they have this game set up, ideally I just like to play through it completely, but At the same time, I'd basically be doing that with Skylanders I already have and what's currently available. Obviously, that kind of takes some of the fun out of it when you don't get to use, later released ones. But I think it'll all work out well. We'll kind of, see how it goes, take things from there. But again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 12 of our Skylanders Giants blind playthrough.